Morning, children. So next topic is Wheatstone Bridge. Okay, yesterday we did Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law application we're going to do today, and the Wheatstone Bridge is one of the application. Wheatstone Bridge is also a principle balanced Wheatstone Bridge. When you do that, is a balanced Wheatstone Bridge is a principle for meter bridge. Okay, meter bridge is one of the practical applications which you're going to do in lab. So Wheatstone bridge, when we have to draw this kind of a circuit, is a Wheatstone bridge where you have this point which is connected to two resistors P and R. They are joined here and they are also joined by this Q and S, or P, Q, R, S, G. These are resistors. G I have written sometimes in place of this resistor a galvanometer is used. Galvanometer is a medium or average resistor only. We can change galvanometer to a voltage voltmeter or a ammeter, but here it's just a galvanometer. It's a current sensitive device, so the moment there is current through galvanometer, it will show deflection. A galvanometer has a pointer. See, galvanometer, some of you must have seen, there is a at center there, this pointer is there, at center there is 0, and then there are deflections on both left and right. The moment there is current, it will show deflection towards left or right, and if the direction of the current changes, it will show the opposite deflection. So here is the galvanometer, current sensitive device, or in place of galvanometer you can have resistor. This same circuit, if you redraw it, it can be redrawn in this way. Exactly same circuit is drawn in this way. Okay, so now this circuit is actually a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, now Wheatstone bridge can be balanced. It may be balanced. It may not be balanced. So you have the bridge will be balanced only when these 2 points are at same potential. If B and D are at same potential, there is no current in this branch because there is no potential difference. Same way here, if B and D are at same potential, there is no current in this branch. Okay, when there is no current in the branch, then this bridge is said to be balanced. And what happens at balance condition? At balance point, your current through G galvanometer Ig is equal to 0. That is, potential at point V is equal to potential at point D. Okay, these 2 points are at same potential. And this ratio P by R is equal to Q by S. Remember this. If this ratio P by R is equal to Q by S, okay, so whenever you get this by this is equal to this by this, the bridge is balanced and there is no current through it. So if there is no current through it, you can remove it and then it becomes very easy to solve. These two are in series, these two are in series, and they are in parallel to each other. Alright, so we will prove this. How is it? How we are getting this? We are going to prove it. So here, suppose this is the battery, the total current is I. Here it is I1 and here it is I2. Okay, and let this be I3 which is coming here. We don't know whether this current is coming this side or that side. We will find it out. So this is I3. If this is I3, this one will become I1 minus I3. Okay, this I3 is coming here, I2 is coming here. So what will be I2? I2 will be I minus I1 will be I2. Right, I minus I1. I is here, I1 is going there. Okay, so I minus I1 is coming here, I3 is coming here. So this will be addition of that. I minus I1 plus I3. Okay, and when these two are added together, here I again get I. Okay, fine. So now I have assumed current in all the branches. See, I might have taken in the opposite direction, but then what will happen? Nothing, no problem. After solving, if I get positive result, my assumption of current is correct. If I get negative result, my assumption of current was opposite to what exactly is the current's direction. Okay, so now when you will write equations, you write Kirchhoff's law for this loop. So I am mentioning A, B, D, A loop. For A, B, D, A loop, I'll be, see, if I take this as a direction, so this direction assumption is same. So it will be PI1. Then this direction and this direction is same. So GI3. Then this direction assumption is this side and this is the direction. So minus R I minus I1 equal to, there is no voltage source in this, so equal to 0. Okay. So what do I get? Okay, but okay, I'll leave it here. Okay, this is one equation. And then for BCDB, for BCDB, if you will write, see again, if I take this direction, assumption is same. So it will be Q I1 minus I3. Then this is assumption and this is the direction opposite. So minus S I minus I1 plus I3, and this is the assumption upward and this is the direction. So minus GI3 is equal to, there is no battery source, is equal to 0. Okay, so I got two equations. Now if potential at B is equal to potential at D, so your I3 will be 0. Current through this galvanometer or the resistor is 0. I3 is 0. So when I'll put I3 0 here, my first equation, okay, that will become PI1 minus R I minus I1 equal to 0, which can be written as PI1 is equal to R I minus I1. Okay, this is equation A. Now my second equation here, if I put I3 0, I'll get QI1 minus S I minus I1 equal to 0. So I'll get QI1 is equal to S I minus I1. Equation number B. Now if I divide A divided by B, okay, so if you do A divided P by Q is equal to R by S. This is what you will get. Alright children, so whenever we have this expression P by Q is equal to R by S, these 2 points are at same potential. These 2 points are at same potential, and so the current here is 0. We can remove this branch and solve this equation. We can remove this branch and solve the equation. So if you have, suppose you have this kind of a circuit. Okay, and here is your resistor. This is 1 ohm, 2 ohm, then 5 ohm, 10 ohm, and this is 6 ohm, and they ask you to find out the equivalent resistance. 1 by 2, 1 is to 2, 5 by 10 is also 1 is to 2. So this can be removed. So 1 and 5 will be in series, which is 6 ohms, and here 2 and 10 will be in series, which will be 12 ohms, and the 6 and 12 will be in parallel, and you can solve it that way. But suppose if you have here 10 and here 5, then in that case 1 is to 2 and this is 2 is to 1. The ratio is not equal, and if ratio is not equal, we cannot use balanced Wheatstone bridge principle. And if it is not balanced Wheatstone bridge, then what will you do? Then we have to use Kirchhoff's law to solve entire solution to find equivalent resistance or current in each branch. Okay, so we'll do that in the next video, because it will be long, so derivation.